Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Welcome in and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat. You will not miss anything that I upload, any promotion, any news or broadcast that I put out. You will have all access and you will receive the notifications for that. All right, so if you are returning to my channel, welcome back again. I hope that the month of August treated you well, and with all the crazy transits and the intense vibes that, we are all here in sane mind and body, and we are looking forward to what September is going to bring us. All right, so before we dive into this month's energy, just get these announcements out the way really quickly. The Celestial City is still open for membership. So if you are looking for a community where you connect on astrology and spiritual growth, also you want to receive Reiki, and you want to kind of get some readings in for the month ahead, then the Celestial City is your place to be. We do all of that and then some on a monthly basis for $33 per month. Okay, also there are discounts to all of the services and products that House of Chiron offers when you are a member of the Celestial City. So speaking of our products, we have the Chiron candles that are stocked. So go ahead and get your orders in for that as well. And yeah, I will be releasing the readings for the remainder of the year. So the yearly readings that were once, I think they start off at like $20 for the whole year. I can't remember how much I was charging for them, but now I had marked them like to half off, and so now they are going to just be released for the last 4 months, 4 or 5 months of the year. So look for that to upload to the YouTube channel and whatnot. All right. And I think that is all that I have at this time as far as the announcements. So let's just dive right on into the energy for the month of September. So Galactic Gossip is now moved to a monthly forecast where I give all 12 signs a general reading based on whole sign is the system that I'll be using, and it's just traditional, traditional and Western astrology. So that is the system, that is how I go about reading, and it's going to be based on whole sign. All right, so September is coming in and it's bringing harvest season with it. And, we become aware that summer is almost over. The autumn equinox is almost here, and it's going to bring with it a sense of calm, especially because the temperatures get cooler, and not only the temperatures outside of us, right, in the environment, but also we get to cool down a little bit on the inside, right? So we can see everything that has culminated from planting seeds from the spring and moving into the summer, and now here we are in the fall, or knocking on fall's door more so. We can kind of see what has culminated up to this point, right? And so this is the indication that it's time to reap our harvest. So we are still in the thick of Virgo season, and at the especially at the beginning of September, but Virgo is less in its summer vibe and more so reserved in its fall expression of its Virgo energy, right? So Venus also is going to be moving into the sign of Virgo. So this is the practical side of love that ushers its head forward and, kind of help us to be more practical in the way we approach things. So Venus in Virgo, they like to do, especially if you have this placement in your chart, you like to do practical expressions of love. Like, let me, take care of this. Let me do the dishes for you. Let me go get your car maintenance. That's kind of how the Venus in Virgo expresses its love. All right. And so although we have Venus moving into Virgo, this is happening just before Pisces full moon happens towards the end of the month or whatever, or middle of the month. So we have a few, things that are coming up this month of September, but ultimately it's not going to be that bad because, Mercury is stationed in retrograde. So we might have to review and revise some things, but this Mercury retrograde is not going to be as intense as the others have been. And typically with Mercury retrogrades, we are so used to you know, knowing that like it's going to be some hiccups, or you might receive like some X's to come back from who knows where and when. And that still might be the case, but it's not going to be in that way. So you might reconnect with people that actually can help you align to, you know, where it is that you're going. So it might actually be in a beneficial way that you revisit some things from the past, right? So things could come back around, opportunities that we have missed could come back around, so that way we can take advantage of those moving forward, right? And also there's no harm in double checking your work either. So just embrace this Mercury retrograde season. Excuse me. So Libra season is coming up also. So the sun will shift into Libra this month, and it's going to be in search of harmony and balance, especially as, you know, this is also the time that marks the autumn equinox. So this is when, you know, the sun moves from one side of the equator to the next, and we will be celebrating equal parts of day and night. Okay. And so we're going to be guided to find that balance, just like how we have equal parts of day and night. We need to have equal parts in all aspects of our lives. And so we're going to be guided to review where there is any discord or any impartiality, I guess you can say, and also making sure that we're able to bring in balance in a practical way. Okay. All right. So before we dive into, you know, the whole entire month, I just want to kind of give you all a hello, because I haven't really reintroduced myself to all of my new you know, followers. So I am Jasmeen Wilson, Gemini Jazz, owner of House of Chiron. So thank you all for being here, and I hope that this reading and all the readings that I provide are going to be beneficial to you all. I love to share what I learn, because I am going to always be a forever student, not only of astrology, but of all things. Okay. So now, moving forward, September, let's talk about the chakra focus. Okay, so this month we are going to be focusing on our heart and our crown chakras, and that is going to be conducive to the Pisces full moon, and also with that Virgo, Venus and Virgo energy. Excuse me. So the new moon is also in Libra, so that's also that Venus energy as well. And so that's, you know, tapping into that heart chakra. The crown chakra is coming from that Pisces energy, the Pisces full moon. And so being able to have a strong intuition, being able to see things clearly, being able to stay open to receive the many blessings that are coming towards us at this time, especially with Mercury in Libra opposing Jupiter, that's retrograde in Aries. So there is going to be a reintroduction of opportunities that have been missed. But we have to stay open to receive things in a way that we are not expecting for them to come, because keep in mind that Uranus is still retrograde and is going through Taurus still. Okay. Now, speaking of the chakras, so like I was saying, we have that new moon and we have the full moon. So this is going to help us find the harmony within by keeping that center chakra, right? The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, and that's the center chakra, right? So there are 3 chakras below it and 3 chakras above it. So that center chakra is going to help us with balance, right? And so this is where we can experience many physical symptoms. So the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra is Anahata. And so this means unstruck, unhurt, unbeaten. And so that's the kind of energy that we need to go into this season and this month with, that we are unhurt, we are unbeaten, that we are healing, that we are staying open and receptive. Okay. Now, if you have an imbalance or a blocked heart chakra, you might experience chest pain, heart disease, any respiratory issues, possible panic attacks, maybe even depression, insomnia. There's also a possibility to have immune system deficiencies, shoulder and upper back pain as well. And so that's just something to consider. And if you are looking to assist with your chakra balances, I am also a Reiki master. And so I have a Reiki service. I have 4 Reiki services on my website that you can tap into and book a Reiki session, or you can just simply purchase one of the Reiki infused Chiron candles, and it will help you in your day-to-day life with keeping your chakras open and balanced as well. It's really great for meditation, to light that thing while you're in meditation and focus on the chakra that you actually lit the candle for. All right. So Also, I mentioned that we're going to be focusing on the crown chakra this month. So this is the 7th chakra, right? It's the final and primary energy point of our body here. And so this is governing the entirety of our consciousness, including our thoughts, wisdom, and awareness. And so this energy point is basically the liaison between us and the universe or the divine, right? So getting all of it's like the receptors, keeping it open so we can receive the energy, we can receive the insight, and having the strong intuition that's necessary to make sound decisions, right? So if you have any imbalances or blockages in your crown chakra, you might experience migraines, thyroid issues, hormonal imbalances. There might be some cognitive issues, even neurological disorders are possible. There might be some nerve pain, some psychological issues going on, anxiety, maybe even hair loss. These are things that might, transpire with this, okay? So once again, if you're looking for any help with your chakras, I am that person. Boogie on down to my website. It will be in the description box below, so you can get all the services that you need. All right, so moving on into the month. Now let's talk about the astrology. That's what we're here for. Okay, so Gemini and Gemini rising. So this is starting off, you have Mars. It's already in Gemini in your first house. So with Mars being, in your sign, there's actively some changes happening with you directly, with your goals, with your friendships, with your daily habits, with your health. Maybe you're activating a health goal. Maybe you're activating a work goal and you're achieving that during this time. Okay, Venus is entering into Virgo in your 4th house. And so this is the ruler of your 12th house as well as your 5th house. So this might be a time where you are really valuing your connection with your children. You're getting back in alignment with your kids and finding more joy and more happiness and connecting with them on a spiritual level, teaching them something possibly as well. That's if you have children. If not, if you don't have children, then this is definitely something within the home and family that you're doing. Maybe you're getting into a creative project that's going to bring a better sense of security. Maybe you're just doing some kind of sprucing up to your home, right? Venus and Virgo is in your 4th house. You might be remodeling your home or buying new pieces of furniture or something like that to decorate your home. Now, full moon is happening in Pisces in your 10th house. And so this is a culminating experience that's happening with your reputation, right? Your public reputation, your responsibilities to the world, your influence, your career. And so with the full moon, with the moon ruling your 2nd house of Cancer, has a lot to do with your finances and your career, your worth, your value, your influence in your career as well, right? So the ruler of this moon is Pisces. So this is the 10th house in your chart. And the ruler of this moon is in your 10th house is Neptune, which is in Pisces in your 10th house. And then Jupiter is in Aries in your 11th house. So it has a lot to do with the opportunities that you find in your networking circles, connecting with your friendships, being in the right place at the right time, things of that nature. And it just kind of come into this culminating experience as well. Maybe even letting something go that doesn't align to your values also, because full moons are a time for releasing. Now, Mercury stations retrograde in Libra in your 5th house, then it dips back into Virgo in your 4th house. And so with Mercury retrograding in Libra first, it's in your 5th house. So this is just you revisiting a lot of those things associated with like your inner child, maybe your own children, creating a plan, some type of schedule for your kids. And then once it dips back into the 4th house, it's like you're implementing this into the home, like you're actually finalizing it. You're being more practical about it, finding ways to practically implement this, with your children. Also, it might have a lot to do with like your sense of joy and your hobbies, maybe even some romance, romantic things going on, but more so just reviewing your sense of confidence in yourself, right? Your sense of stability, your own sense of security, and tapping into those things that once brought you that, right? That joy to make you feel like, really happy and in tune with yourself. All right, now we have the sun entering into Libra. So this is the autumn equinox, and it's in your 5th house. Sun is the ruler of your 3rd house. So your focus is going to be on like creative projects, maybe even, 3rd house matters of like small business, your immediate environment, connecting with childhood friends, things like that. The new moon happens at 2 degrees Libra in your fifth house also. So you have a fifth house focus this month. So it's about joy, your sense of expression, your hobbies, your children, your romance, even the romantic side of life, creative projects, tapping into your inner joy, that inner child, your innocence, and just feeling revitalized also. Okay, so with this new moon, setting intentions towards fifth house energies, all of those things I just mentioned as well. So Venus is moving into your fifth house also, and this is at the end of the month. And so with Venus moving home in your fifth house, it has a lot to do with you just really feeling yourself, really feeling at home with who it is that you are, right? The fifth house is our authenticity as well. And so just kind of feeling more authentically aligned with who it is that you are, that you've allowed certain things to be released, and now you're implementing the healing in your inner child as well. Okay.